Hey, welcome back, my beloved students. We are going to talk about something super fun today. We're going to find the area of a triangle. And I know what you're thinking. Mr. Barton, I already know how to find the area of a triangle. If I got a triangle and it looks like this, I just have to figure out how tall that thing is. And then I do 1/2 the base times the height. We're going to find another way to find the area of a triangle, kids. While this is a great way, there's a step in there that you mentioned that's a little complicated sometimes. Mainly the finding the length of that height, right? What if I don't know how tall the triangle is? That can be kind of a pain in the butt. So we're going to learn a way today to find the area of a triangle by using determinants that will make it a lot easier for us to find the area. All we'll have to know is the location of the three corners. We don't have to know how long the edges are or whatever this altitude is. You don't need to know any of that business. All you need to know is where those three corners are, and then your life's super easy, smooth sailing. So let's go talk about a couple things before I show you some examples, just to make sure you know all the words I'm saying and all the formulas and where they're coming from. All right, so the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make a matrix. You're going to have to fill out a matrix so that we can do math to the matrix, right? You can't find a determinant of a matrix if you don't have a matrix to begin with, right? So we are going to make this matrix today. And let me just explain to you where everything comes from. So you see x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. These x's and y's are the ordered pairs of the location of your three corners of your triangle on the xy plane. This third column, just fill that thing with ones. Good? So if this were like -2, 3, positive 3, it went up, right? Then you would just put -2, 3, right? And then you find the other ones and you fill them in. Okay? Pretty straightforward, I hope. But if it's not, we'll look at some examples in a couple slides. So we're going to have to make this matrix. The first column is just all the x values. The second column is all the y values. Third column is a bunch of ones. Make sure that you are keeping your x and y's for the ordered pairs together in the same rows. Okay? Cool. All right, so now let's find the formula. I found it. There it is. It's right there. There it is. So the formula for our area is equal to, these bars are not determinant bars. These are absolute value bars. Okay, so these are absolute value. How do you spell that? Like that. Okay. So all that means is when we compute this thingy on the inside, if it were negative, make it positive, right? You can't say I need -3 square feet of carpet to cover something. What does that mean? Does that mean you tear up 3 square feet of carpet? Your mom would be livid. No. So we're going to just absolute value that thing because areas have to be positive. Okay. Now, hold on, let me clear some stuff, sorry. This is 1/2 times the determinant of A. You're going to say, Barton, what the heck is A? A is this matrix that you just made. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the determinant of this thing, we're going to multiply it by 1/2, and then if it's negative, we'll make it positive. Okay? So it doesn't sound very hard. It sounds pretty straightforward. The hardest part is that determinant part right there. But luckily, you have a great math teacher who already showed you how to take determinants of 3x3 matrices. All right. I think we're just about ready. So let's look at our first example. And I've already picked a couple points, right? We've got -6, 6. That's right there in case you can't see it. We've got -1, -7, which is right here. And then we have B right there, which is at 8, 3. So I've already filled in our matrix. I've taken these ordered pairs, they're right there. That ordered pair is right there. and this ordered pair is right here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take the determinant of this matrix. All right, so let's go do that. So the way I'm going to take the determinant is I'm going to, I'm going to have to rewrite this whole thing if I had planned a little better. So -6, 6, 1, 1, 1, -1, -7, 8, 3. Okay. Remember, we can take these first two columns and copy paste them over here so that we can use our diagonal rows trick. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to copy these first two rows. So we have another -6, -1, 8. And then I have 6, -7, 3. I'm going to lock all this stuff in place so that I can erase over it. Make sure you do that too. Make sure on your piece of paper you lock that stuff down so you can erase later. All right, so to find our determinant, we're going to take these diagonals, multiply them all together, and then add. So -6 times -7 is 42 plus, times 1 is still 42, plus 6 times 8 is 48. This one's going to be plus 1 times -1 is -1 times 3 is -3. So it's plus a -3. So it's going to be -3, but that's okay. All right, sweet. So we've got our first set of diagonals. We've taken these three. Now we need to go the other direction. So I'm going to erase these and circle them the other way. All right, let's do them in blue. So now we have to subtract these. So minus -7 times -8 is, what is that? Someone tell me. -56. -56 minus -6 times 3 is -18. These are going to turn positive. That's going to be nice. And then 1 times -1 times 6 is minus -6. Great. So now we just have to simplify all these positives and negatives, and then we have to throw that stuff into a calculator. So this is going to turn into just -3. This is going to be plus 56 plus 18 plus 6. And then if you'll just wait a moment for your teacher to go ahead and plug these into a calculator like he should have done hours ago. But listen, kids, let me tell you a story. It's been a rough day. I've been in a meeting. I've been I've been in like 3 meetings. I've had to email several people. It's like I'm at the point where I have PTSD from hearing the email buzzer go. Every time that thing goes bing, I just shudder and go, oh no, not another one, please stop. I'm already working so hard. Anyway, the answer for this determinant is 167. Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna kind of on an aside here. If you don't like this process, to get the determinant, you could use a calculator, or you could use a website. Not that you know where to find any websites that calculate determinants and inverses of matrices, and not that you could, definitely don't Google determinant 3x3 matrix calculator. That would be an absolute catastrophe if you would do that. Then you wouldn't have to do all this work by hand. It would just tell you the answer, and I can't think of anything that would be more deplorable than having someone tell you a math answer. So definitely don't do that. All right, so here's our determinant. Let's go check our formula. Okay, I've got the determinant business locked down, right? Determinant of that thing done. Now I have to multiply it by half and then absolute value that thing. So multiplying by half, same thing as dividing by 2. So we're going to just divide by 2. So this is going to end up being 80, let me do some quick maths, 3.5. And then this is already positive, so the absolute value is still 83.5. And then you should put units on this, but we didn't say anything about feet or meters or inches or furlongs or anything like that. So usually what they do is they just put units squared. It's the units are just a placeholder for whatever units you actually use, right? So this might be like a floor plan. Could you imagine if your house was a triangle, right? Like, what if your house was a triangle? Like, here's your front door. Here's the entry room. There's a hallway down here, and like your bedroom is gonna be like just this back little triangle here. You live in this closet. I'm sure we probably want like a kitchen over here. Kitchen. This is fun. I should have been an architect. Maybe I'm gonna quit my job and go be an architect. What do you think about that, you guys? No, please, Bart, please. It's all right. I'd miss you guys too much. I wouldn't be able to hang out with teenagers anymore. All right. Anyway, let's quit messing around. There's your area, 83.5 units squared. Let's go do another one, just in case. All right. So suppose you're given a triangle with vertices. That's a fancy word for corners. Just in case you don't know. Don't mind those noises. My dog is snoring on the couch. It's so funny. She's like chasing a rabbit or something. Man, she's having a time of her life over there. Her little feet are going. Oh my God, so cute. You guys, get yourself a dog. All right, so we're trying to find the area of a triangle with the vertices at this spot, and this spot. So here's the graph. There's one point. Here's another one. Here's the last one. So we are trying to figure out the area of this triangle right here. We're trying to find all this stuff. Okay, so I've already plugged in our ordered pairs into the matrix with a row of ones at the end. So I've got to find the determinant of this. So let's go ahead and come down here. I'm going to copy down my matrix again. 2, -5, 1, 2, -5. Again, I'm just preemptively copy pasting these over so I can do the diagonal trick. So -3, 2, 1, -3, 2, 5, -3, 1, 5, -3. Make sure you lock this down on your paper so that you don't accidentally erase it in front of the whole class. Did you guys do that? You locked it down? Okay, good. All right, now we're going to do our determinant after I scroll down a little bit so I got some room. All right, so we're going to start with our down to the right diagonals. So 2 times 2 times 1 is 2, plus -5 times 1 times +5 is -25, plus 1 times -3 times -3 is +9. And we're done with the down to the right diagonals. Now we erase those, and we're going to do our up to the right diagonals, or down to the left diagonals, however you want to think about it. So we have 5 times 2 times 1, so it's -10, minus -3 times 1 times 2 is -6, minus 1 times -3 times -5 is +15. All right, let's just clean up some of these signs. So this is going to be -25 and +6 here. Then you have to listen to your math teacher tell you another story about how adorable his dog is. Listen, I don't think you really are appreciating how cute it is when she does that little foot thing. Oh my God. You know, you guys got to get you a dog. That's probably why you guys are all stressed all the time. It's because you don't have dogs. If you had a dog, like just a cute little fluffy animal you could just go rub your fingers on. Oof, so adorable. Oh man, hang on. I was so engrossed in telling you about my dog that I was typing this into the wrong spot. But don't worry, she's stupid cute. Okay, so we go ahead and we calculate all this stuff, and we get a determinant of A is equal to -33. All right, so that absolute value is going to come in handy now. So we have to multiply that by half and then absolute value that determinant. So we're going to do divide by 2. The same thing as multiplying by half. So quick maths, this is negative 16.5. And then we hit it with an absolute value, and that turns it into positive 16.5 units squared. And there you go. Now you have a real way to find the area of a triangle. None of that funny business with measuring base times height. All you have to know is the corners, and you are set to go. All right. Hopefully you found that as fun, entertaining, enjoyable, informative as I did. Hopefully you feel like your lives have been enriched by this video, and you feel like better people after leaving. If not, go to the not the Discord. Yeah, check out my Discord. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mash that mother heckin' like button. No, go to the WebEx, and we'll find a way to make you feel like a better person. I'll see you guys next time.